Good Monday afternoon, everybody, and thanks for being with us on KXAN Live. I'm Will Dupree coming to you from the KXAN Live studio. Standing next to me in this live shot are three different Austin police officers. They were among a group of 5 who police say helped stop a kidnapping attempt last week in North Austin. A child went up to some employees at a store in North Austin last Tuesday and said she was kidnapped and that the captors were in the store at that point. Police responded. They were able to pick up this child, reunite them with their family, and also take several suspects into custody. The officers you're looking at right now are among that group who helped with this attempt. They're going to be talking about their experience, and we are going to listen into them as soon as they begin. I will let you know that we will have full coverage about this particular case, including the initial reporting about it when the police chief talked about it last week on our website, kxan.com. But let's listen in as that news coverage gets underway at Austin Police Headquarters.
Callie Wolf, first name Callie, last name Wolfe.
So if y'all could just kind of start out and talk to us about what gathered us here today and some of the events that led to today's press conference or media briefing.
On Tuesday, we got a check welfare call at the Lowe's on Shoal Creek. First came in as a child who had possibly got lost and was in the store, and then as more call texts came in, she said that she was kidnapped. She had escaped her kidnappers and gave us detailed descriptions about what they looked like, what vehicle they were driving, and where she was in the store.
How old was the kidnapped child?
She was a teenager.
Like 13, 14, teens age?
Due to her being underage, that's all I can say.
Okay. And did she say she was in any type of distress? Did she say how she managed to escape at all?
In the 911 call, no, we didn't get that information.
Any idea how she knew the kidnappers?
You'd probably have to reach out to PIO about that.
How long had she been kidnapped?
She was reported as missing on Friday, and then we located her on Tuesday.
And around what time was that the call came in?
About 4:30 p.m.
On Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So what were y'all think when you got there? I mean,
we were just trying to read the call text and make sure that we were looking for the right people. She was able to give us detailed descriptions of the vehicle and the suspects, and as soon as we pulled into the parking lot, we located them.
Do you know if these suspects are possibly involved in any other crimes or cases?
You'll have to get with PIO about that.
how did you manage to apprehend them? Was it in the parking lot? Was it inside the building? How did that occur?
We made contact with them in the parking lot, and we detained them without issue.
How many were there?
3 total, but initially just 2.
What are the official charges in the case?
You'll probably have to reach out to the detective for that. One person was arrested.
Okay. And kind of just take us through once again what transpired. The girl was in the store with the suspects.
Yes.
Just kind of take us through the whole thing.
So the first call came out saying that she had escaped her captors. One was in the store with her. The other 2 were in the car in the parking lot. And then she gave us descriptions, how many and where they were.
Were these male and, like, men and women, or what were the suspects' genders?
2 males, 1 female.
2 males and 1 female?
Yes, ma'am.
Did she say that, or did they say that?
Yes, she said that in the initial 911 call.
And did she say that she was able to get a cell phone from somebody else in the store? Like, how did she manage to call y'all?
I think, was it her own phone?
I think it was her.
I think it was her own phone that she had.
On her own.
Yes, ma'am.
And was there someone else, one of the suspects, also in the store with her, or was everybody in the car?
One suspect was in the store with her.
Talk to us about kind of just the likelihood of this outcome. I mean, we all watched the first 48. We've covered plenty of, media briefings where this has a different outcome. As police officers that were able to, rescue this young girl, reunite her with her family. Talk about just like the human aspect of her being able to get back home safely.
I think that with her detailed description of where she was, who she was with, and her quick access to be able to reach 911 and our response time to get to her had a big role in how quickly we were able to recover her. I couldn't answer the rest of that question, but I think that she did everything right in the moment, and that helped us a lot in trying to get her back safely.
Did she manage to separate herself from the individual in the store so that she could call
Yes.
in?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
She made a plan. She convinced them to let her go into the store. She said she needed to use the restroom. Once inside the store, she ran to the back of the store, found a place to hide. She actually, I guess, made contact with some of the employees there, and they helped her. She made contact with her mom originally, who advised her to call 911, and that's how we got involved. And then she gave a very detailed description of the 3 suspects in the vehicle.
Are you able to tell us why only one person was arrested in the situation?
You'll probably have to reach out to the detective for that.
Did she know these people?
I don't know.
How common is something like this?
This specific situation, this is the very first kidnapping that I've worked.
And how long have you been with the department?
4 years.
Why was it important for y'all to come out and share the information about what happened with us today?
Because I think this little girl was very brave, and she did everything that she was supposed to. She made a plan, she executed that plan, and then she gave us all the details we needed. So when we made it to Lowe's, we could make immediate action, and we could basically immediately detain those suspects because we were able to locate them so quickly.
Just to piggyback off of what you just said, you know, if someone, God forbid, finds themselves in this situation, what advice or steps should they follow to possibly get the same outcome as this other young girl?
Make a plan, be able to adapt, because no plans ever go according to plan. And then when you do make contact with the police, details matter. Details make such a huge difference for us.
So be just descriptive as possible.
As descriptive as possible. No detail is too small.
Did the store have to go on lockdown at all? What happened? You know, were other customers in the store aware of what was going on? Can you kind of describe that situation when you responded?
I believe the store was operating as normal. I will say that the employees at Lowe's, both loss prevention and the regular staff, were very helpful in kind of directing us to where the suspects were, and then, or the suspect that was inside, and as well as where she was.
How do all y'all feel about saving this girl right now?
Pretty good.
I'm
No,
glad
we,
that she's back home.
Yeah.
For clarification, 2 things that I heard before. Was she a runaway and then it was explained that she was missing and perhaps in danger? And secondly, was this person the kid, someone who lived in Austin and she was kidnapped, or like another suburb or area,
Yeah.
and then they found her in this?
So she was reported missing from a Central Texas agency, and then we located her on Tuesday.
Did her parents report her missing, or?
Yes, ma'am. Her mother reported them.
And she is missing from Central Texas, meaning Austin, or can
Just
you
a
give me
Central Texas agency.
So we don't know where she's from specifically?
Correct.
Have you, either of you two worked a kidnapping case before?
No, I have not. No,
I have not either. This first one.
And how long have you two y'all been with the department?
just under 3 years.
A year and a half.
Is she back with her family now? Is that who she's
As,
with?
as far as I'm
Agency,
aware,
or-
yeah.
Okay. And how did you see the reuniting? How did that feel for you guys?
Did I see the what?
Like when they reunited, did you guys see that, or how do you feel about that just in general?
I did see that. I was the one who made contact with her mother and let her know that her daughter was okay. She's obviously very relieved and very emotional, and I'm glad that they're together now.
And 5 days. I mean, was there an Amber Alert issued? Did it meet criteria? And once again, just following up, was she in danger?
You'll probably have to reach out to the detective for that. I don't have that information.
Last question. What do you guys think of this little girl and what she managed to pull off?
She's very brave.
I think she did everything right in the situation to help us out, locate her as best as we could.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Will Dupree back in the KXAN live studio. Thank you all for sticking with us as we bring you that live interview with 3 different police officers from the Austin Police Department talking about recovering a girl after a kidnapping attempt just last week. This happened at the Lowe's store on Shoal Creek Boulevard near Steck in North Austin. This happened on Tuesday. What the police told us just a few moments ago is that the girl was reported missing on that preceding Friday. So on Friday, she was reported missing. Then on Tuesday, she managed to go into this Lowe's store, convince her captors, according to police, to go in there. She ran to the back and made contact with police, as well as told employees at the Lowe's store there that she was being kidnapped. The police responded. They rescued that girl and then reunited her with her family. One of the officers there talking about talking on the phone with that girl's mother. And they also arrested some people. 2 men and 1 woman were involved in this case, but they only confirmed there was 1 arrest. We're not able to share much more information than that. But they did say that this girl did everything right. She made a plan to be able to get into the store and what she would do after that to try to get away from these people. And ultimately, it led to her safety and getting reunited with her mom and some being put under arrest. So the officers there are sharing that story. We will have much more coverage of this coming up tonight on KXAN News. Our Brianna Hollis was there. You might have heard her asking a few questions from the officers who were gathered there at the lectern. We'll also update our story on KXAN.com so you can check out that. And please share our video if you see this on Facebook, because these officers deserve commendation for their work, as well as that young girl who the police officers there talked about how brave she was in the response and getting to this resolution for this particular case. We want to thank you all again for watching. I'm Will Dupree in the KXAN Live studio. I will see you back here at another time. Hope you all stay safe and healthy out there. Take care.